It has the Chinese hosting the Taliban, an extended troika. It has a direct impact on the Taliban legitimacy or the Taliban political agenda moving forward. You didn't have to be in Afghanistan to recognize the Taliban. You could, for the past 20 years, the Chinese mining companies have been in Afghanistan, and for the first time, their foreign minister last week visited Kabul and met with Muttaqi. So these are all signs that the United States rivals in the region are interested to take a part in Afghanistan. And also, let's not forget about this: that China's interest in Afghanistan, the One Belt, One Road initiative, and also the CPAC, the Chinese-Pakistan corridor investment, is the key here. And also, the China also looking into insurance from the Taliban, assurance of the Uyghurs at the border. And because at the end of the day, if it's China, it's the Pakistan, it's other countries, United States, terrorism is a common enemy. But these meetings, this trilateral meeting, it's a good start. But I think it's time, we're looking from 2018 to this date, the narrative has to be changed. It's all this giving to the Taliban and talks, the Taliban get most out of the table. But including this last one, this meeting concluded the Taliban are expecting that the world, the Chinese and the Russian authorities to recognize them while the U.S. is engaged in this other proxy in Ukraine. So it should change the narrative from giving everything to the Taliban, listening to them, then having them responsible for commitments that they have delivered or they promised to deliver. I mean, look, for example, they say education for all, they're banning girls. They say human rights, they're doing all abduction, torturing, and killing former Afghan security forces. And I think they say, the Taliban are off their beard, but the people didn't have bread. So there's a lot of issues domestically and also foreign side that needs to be worked in order for the Taliban to be able to deliver in action. I think these meetings are good, but it's time to change the narrative, keep the Taliban accountable, and looking into what other foreign actors can play. So I think, it could play something out.
On the one hand, Taliban is the party in governance of the whole of Afghanistan. There is no other alternative force as we speak in Afghanistan which can either topple the Taliban government or to replace it, or for real democratic elections to be held in Afghanistan. This is the harsh reality. Now, on the other hand, no country has recognized the Taliban government. Why? Because there are still many important things that the Taliban regime need to do to reform itself. Now, there are many things, but allow me to just single out one thing. That is to allow boys and girls, especially girls, to go to school. This is truly a right of the Afghan people, including the Afghan girls. Now, depriving the Afghan girls from going to school, to middle school, high school, and then to college, for example, and to pursue their own independent career will not only be a great loss for these girls in Afghanistan, but it will be a huge loss for the Afghan people as a whole, for Afghanistan as a country. So I do hope, while there are many other things that Taliban need to do, at least allow the Afghan girls to go to school.